Alright, my greatest 5K training advice. Number one, stop training like a sprinter. A lot of people like to train like a sprinter because they think they need speed for a 5K. Now I agree you need some speed and you have to get the speed sessions in, but don't make your main workout be 200-meter repeats or really hard fast reps, because that's only good for a kick. And yeah, if you could close the last 228 seconds but you can't hit 70 seconds per lap for each 400, that's 440 a mile, then that 28-second last 200 is not really going to make it much time. So if you're looking around a 1435K, you're going to need endurance, right? So why do I run high mileage? Because it's a lower stress on the body. It's, generally the output of power that's created through the legs, it's very minimal, but it's sustained long, and it's a very consistent thing you can do every day, twice a day, running mileage. I would also suggest doing more tempo runs. Tempo runs is what builds that strength, that endurance. And when you're doing a tempo run, you're doing a lot of, fairly heavy breathing. If you're doing it on hills, you're breathing more heavier. But if you think of a 5K, that's what you're kind of doing, but it's more intense, heavier breathing, and it's a little bit longer. As compared to 200 reps with full recovery, you're just going and you're stopping, you're going and you're stopping. So you're only breathing heavy for a very short amount of time, 1 or 2 minutes, or 2 to 4 minutes at the end of that workout, but a 5K is 12 minutes. So you need to get something in that's at least 12 minutes or more of, exercise. And I choose, the 45-minute tempo or the 30-minute, 6-mile tempo. That's good, 30 minutes at 5-minute pace. I would do it on roads or on hills. So stop training like a sprinter because you really don't need it. Especially for a road 5K or a 10K, right? I ran the 2950 at Shelter Island. It's a hilly 10K course, competing with some top end Kenyans and Ethiopians. And I noticed that whole race, I didn't go any faster than like a 430 or really to the final kick 420 mile pace. So doing reps under 4-minute mile pace or around 4-minute mile pace really just didn't do anything, because the hardest part in that race was running up those hills. It was keeping the pace consistent at 448 per mile. We dropped had a 443 in there, and last mile was 449 or so, just really consistent up the last hill and closing in. But just to be able to stay with the pack, that involves strength. That involves getting your longer tempo runs in, getting the mileage in, and then, of course, at times, a VO2 max session. And that'll be 10 by 1,000 at 10K race pace. If you're racing on the roads, I would suggest doing more on the roads, but you also should do on the track and mix it up, definitely. And then the last thing you're going to do is your 200-meter reps. Because, doing a couple of them in 29 seconds is basically just the last 200 of the 5K or the last 400, the kick, to close in 60 or, under 30 for the last 200. And then you're going to want to get some good reps in. Do them hard, but don't keep them as your main workout. So first you get strong, you build the base. Then you got to get a lot of tempo runs in. That's also building hill work. And then VO2 max. Those are the most important. And then round it off with a little bit of speed at the end. And I guarantee you, you will see your 5K times drop, your 10K times drop, become a much more efficient runner, better runner, a smarter runner. So in the end, you got to train smart, but you got to train hard. So I would say learn to train hard first and get that mentality going, and then refine everything and start training smart. And once you start training a little bit smarter, I found out, now I just run my pace. Run the pace I need for those workouts. So if I'm training for a 10K, you do 10 by 1K. So 10K is worth at that race pace, at your race pace, no faster. And if you feel like you go faster, cut the rest. So start resting shorter. And then once you be able to cut the rest of that and you're still going that same pace, you're like, oh, wow, I definitely could go faster in a race now. It's really simple like that. And also jog your rest. I know there's a big correlation between running faster and jogging your rest, because it's hard to jog your rest, and I'll jog slow, 8:30 mile pace for 2 minutes between those 1,000 reps. So you keep the body moving, because in a race you never stop running. never stop running, always inspired, right? And you know my quote. So you don't stop running in a race, so don't stop during your workouts. After each rep, get used to jogging. If you're really new at this, then yeah, stop between each interval. But after a few years, after you got the ball rolling, jog between each interval, and you should see once again, your 5K, 10K times, half marathon times, whatever, mile time drop significantly. So, next race is the Utica Boilermaker. That's up in Utica. It's a 15K race. I have to run in the 45 minutes range on that hilly course. Hopefully I place top 10. Hopefully I get that first American spot like I did at Shelter Island. And in the end, you never stop running. And I'm here to always inspire you guys. So post a comment down below. Like. I don't care if you like my videos, because once again, you don't go through life getting likes from people, because it's you who has to think about you. Don't forget about what everyone else says. It's just you. Figure out what you got to do to run fast, to run smart, to be healthy. El Coyote Loco.